Well, Martin, it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming, baby.
How do you feel right now?
I'm excited. I got a lot of feelings. Yeah. So, this car came in literally torn apart. Like, cause it was just the chassis. The tranny wasn't in it. The engine wasn't in it. The front bumper wasn't on. And then it was a long road to get here, but we did it little by little.
Yep.
And here we are.
And it looks great.
And it does. It looks great. We still got to work on the finishing touches because there is a little bit of cosmetic engine work going to happen. Some colors are going to go in there, make it look nicey nice.
Blow-off valve looks really cool.
The blow-off valve, yeah. We were actually going to go with a black one, but we ended up with a blue one.
Looks really good. Looks super
good. I'm kind of digging the blue better.
Yeah,
so.
It looks sharp.
Greg, I hope you like the blue, okay?
It's better. It gives some spice to the engine bay.
Yeah.
You know, it matches the lines.
It does.
It's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of little details. Like if you really look in there, like you just said, there's black and blue on the lines to match the female
car as well.
Car. Yep. We're not gonna say what colors we're putting in the engine bay, but you know, pretty soon, you know, we're gonna get the bumper repainted and freshly redone.
Cool.
I trimmed off some more of the bumper to get more flow to that big intercooler.
Yeah, this thing's huge. You can see it right there. Looks really good.
3.5-inch core. But yeah, so she's running. She's on a base map. We got to put some miles on it, break her in. Got a twin disc from ACT. That's a slow car. This guy, they don't know. Yo,
I have a Daza too, though.
What do they know about Chop?
I have a Daza too, though.
Yeah, but come on, bro. You don't got one, bro. You got like 3.
I got a Daza.
You got like 3, bro.
One Daza.
You got a TTRS.
Yeah, the Daza.
You got a Golf R. You got a R8.
No, that's not mine. That's not mine.
But it's kind of yours.
No, the X3M.
I mean, you drive it.
X3M.
And you got an X3M.
That's hot.
That is hot.
All right, back to the Subaru.
I also heard you want a Subaru.
I do want a Subaru eventually. As like a little project. Martin, let's start this thing up.
Yo, what you know about Chop?
Show us. Yo, no, that was the ghost revving it.
No, I'm serious. Like, she don't really like to idle, so she gets a little attitude, like, rev me up, you know?
Yeah. You want to give it a little rev?
Let's go for a spin.
All right, let's do it.
Meanwhile.
All right, Martin.
Buckle up for safety.
Yeah, I know. It sounds really good, dude.
It does.
Like, how do you feel that you're driving this car right now? I feel like it's been such a long process, and it's like...
So I've never really driven this car, so I don't know how it behaves. Obviously, you know, it's been sitting for a while, so the rotor's have to kind of get worn in. The clutch is brand new. It's so we had to break that in too. It's an ACT twin disc mono block, which is actually, the engagement on it is very smooth. It feels lighter than OEM, and it's got a hella gripping power. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's put it in gear.
Let's roll.
Listen, it may stall. It may just shut off. It's just things that you deal with a base map. So.
Yeah, because currently, we're on a base map right now. We're gonna be running it on the Dyno. But then after the Dyno, we should be pretty dialed in. So. AC?
You want the AC on?
No.
I know.
We gotta give it full power.
It makes nice turbo noises.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it.
Should we do a little back roads or? go like down by the rest?
Wherever you want to go.
I think we should go down by the rest.
All right.
Yeah, highway's probably a little busy.
I hope the camera picks that up. Oh, dude, it sounds good.
So unfortunately, we can't give it much boost. Mikey said no boost.
Right.
He said no more than 5 to 10 pounds. So there's also a heat shield underneath the car that, because of the big ass exhaust piping, I think it's hitting. I think I gotta take that off. Let's see if we can hear a little turbo.
Sounds so good, dude.
That was like 10% throttle.
Yeah.
That was like nothing. So we are on a IAG Stage 4 Extreme. It is their V1. They just came out with a V2 Extreme. So technically, I think this one just became their Stage 4 Tough. So it was an Extreme when we bought it. I think now they're classifying it as a Tough.
Cool. It feels solid, dude.
It's so smooth.
For how long it's been, you know, down, and how we just got everything put together, you know, like, it's very smooth. And we're just on a base map, which is crazy to think about, you know?
I mean, Mikey knows his shit. So
Yeah.
Mikey definitely gotta work out some kinks, but this base map is pretty solid.
It's solid.
Yeah. It's also running a really, really big fuel system. We have dual 525s in the tank. It's got 2150cc injectors.
The lines were no joke underneath.
The lines were no joke. We're not trying to get any sort of fuel oscillation or any sort of starvation to the fuel injectors, because they are pretty big injectors. So the hoses are big.
Yeah, they are.
But so, you know, going back to the size of the fuel system, it's very tough to tune big fuel systems for daily driving. So huge props to Mikey for that, because this thing feels nice.
It does. It feels stock in a way, you know?
Yo, that was like 5 PSI.
Dude, the turbo sounds crazy.
I can't wait to get this on the dyno.
Dude.
And we got some X85. We're gonna give it the sauce.
It's gonna get the sauce.
We're gonna get the sauce.
It's gonna be making the sauce. Alright, Martin, so question for you.
Yeah.
Wheel horsepower, honest thoughts on what you think it's gonna make this weekend on the dyno.
So
Before the viewers see it, because they'll see it in this video,
Yeah.
but what are your guesses?
So me and Greg went back on this back and forth, you know, what horsepowers he wanted, what we were capable of doing, and stuff like that. He'll be happy with anything over 700. Obviously, the higher the better. I think this thing is definitely very capable of making 750. On the high end, we're gonna go with 850. Mikey said, oh yeah, no problem, but I know if I tell Mikey to send it to the moon, he'll send it to the moon. It'll be the best 10 seconds of its life. But yeah, we're not trying to send it to the moon. Oh yeah, there's that. I don't know.
It's a
if you
nice
heard that.
pop. Yeah, I hope they can pick that up.
Oh yeah. There's that little exhaust shield rattle.
That's the rattle from the
Yeah.
exhaust shield,
I
yeah.
think we're just gonna junk that exhaust shield.
Yeah. So we got the gauges up here.
Yep. We got oil pressure, which is very important. Air fuel, of course, and then our boost, which right now is in vacuum. So.
Do we do anything to the suspension or anything, or is that pretty much all stock?
Yeah, it's on like lowering springs. That's about it. So we're definitely gonna have to update that. It did the car did come with sway bars already installed, so those are in. So that's a little bit of help there. But it's definitely gonna need some suspension mods now because there's a lot of power.
Yeah.
STIs are pretty good for banging corners as it is, but we're gonna need more power to take this thing down on curves. So.
Already feel that this thing just wants to go.
Yeah, that was about 12 psi, so a little bit more than Mikey told me.
Sorry, Mikey.
Sorry, Mikey. It's okay. The motor's pretty solid.
Yeah, it is.
So, Tyler, do you want to get a Subaru now?
I don't know, dude. This is nice. But explain, like, I guess explain to them cost factors. You know, if you want to do this for, you know, if someone watching this wanted to do this to their Subaru, what are like?
So I mean, building any car, whether it's a BMW, an Audi, a Volkswagen, a Subaru, an Evo, it's not cheap. So if you're thinking you're gonna build a high horsepower car and you're gonna do it for cheap, let me know what you do because I'm there with you. But this is not cheap. The short block alone, just to give you guys an idea, is around $6,200. Then you have stage 2 heads. These particular heads, we did hand porting on them. So there's a lot of labor done onto these heads. Then you have all the parts. There's about $2,000 worth of parts just in the cylinder heads. So yeah, it adds up quick.
Yeah.
Ballpark, if you're gonna build anything higher than a 600 horsepower Subaru, you better be ready to drop like 30, 40 grand. Because that's what it's gonna cost. Between
right.
Custom fuel, custom piping, fabrication, all that stuff. And then here's the biggest thing is you took a car that was, you know, low maintenance, you put a high horsepower engine in it, essentially a racing motor, because that's what these are, and now it became a high maintenance car. So if you can't afford the maintenance, don't do the build.
Gotta pay to play.
Gotta pay to play. These spark plugs are NGK Racing Iridium spark plugs. The set of 4 cost $180.
Oh my! Just for 4.
Just for 4. So, and because of the amount of boost we're going to be running, the different types of fuel we're going to be running, and the amount of views this is going to see, these spark plugs we're going to have to change every 1,500 to 3,000 miles.
Wow.
Just to ensure reliability on that.
Right.
Because the last thing you want is to be mid-pull and one of these spark plugs break. You will grenade the motor. You just threw away $40,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Super solid, dude.
Super smooth.
Super solid.
It's amazing how smooth this car is. This is like 1,000 at the crank. Dude.
Yo, it literally feels like a stock car.
It literally feels like a stock car. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Greg, if you're not happy with this, bro, I got nothing for you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
This is like my dream build. So
right. Cool. Well, stay tuned for the dyno.
Stay tuned for the dyno.
The next day.
What's going on, guys? So it's Sunday. We are heading over to the shop today. Martin just finished up one of the bigger Subaru builds we've done. Hoping to go for 800, maybe 900 wheel on this car, but he's over at the shop today. He came in on a Sunday. Usually we try not to be at the shop on a Sunday, but I think everybody's over there. I know Mikey came down to tune the car. He's on a really crazy schedule with everything going on with tuning. So he came down. They were out doing a couple road pulls on it to get drivability dialed in on it, get the brake kit done. We did an oil change this morning on it. So We're gonna try to strap it down to the dyno here, get some 93 base pulls on it, and then onto the E85 file. So we'll catch up with Martin at the shop and see how they're making out. The planets have aligned correctly because Martin's here on Sunday and Mikey's here on Sunday, which Mikey usually not here at all, but he's even here on a Sunday today. All right, what are we fixing?
The fuel pressure regulator is being very inconsistent. We have to see why the pressure is jumping up and down so much. There's a couple working theories, but we're gonna pop this open, see what the diaphragm looks like in there. Let's see. This is a brand new aeromotive. It should not be doing this. But
the fuel pressure bounces between 38 psi and 68 psi base. I've never seen that shit before.
So we're gonna try to figure it out, and at the moment we're paused on the dyno because we figured this problem on the road, or found this problem on the road. So we'll come back, see what we can figure out.
One eternity later.
Dom, what do we got?
We got a 900 horsepower Subaru is what we got.
Let's see how it sounds, huh? Here we go. What do you think, Greg?
Nuts, dude. Holy
Oh, it's that flame out, and I saw the flame out.
flames. Holy fuck.
There it is, final number, 852. Martin, 852.
Wow. Hey, look. People will say that's fake news.
But it's not, it's right here.
The next day.
Start it up, Martin. like what Bryce was saying, it's like you're right around in the 6s for horse.
Yeah, so intelligent, this thing put down, like, it depends, you know, how cool the intake air temps are, but anywhere from 680 to 700. Sport mode is like 800, and then sport sharp is 852. But I mean, it drives beautiful. This thing is losing so much traction, dude. It's like, I gotta keep pulling this on the wheels.
Yeah. The turbo spools like crazy, huh?
Yeah, the turbo's really nice. That was intelligent.
Dude.
You wanna feel sport sharp?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Martin.
That last pull there, the car was actually
Dude,
going a little sideways.
that's no joke, huh?
Yeah.
Martin, I think this is the best sounding and fastest 4-cylinder I've ever been.
Yeah, I think.
I think this
I
wins.
agree with that.
Holy crap, dude.
Huge props to Mikey, man. Mikey did his thing with this. You know?
How do you feel?
This thing's an animal. It's literally making 852 wheel, which puts it at literally 1,003 horsepower at the crank.
Oh,
IAG rates this for 1,000 at the crank, so
we're a little over.
a little bit over.
Just a little.
That's okay. Mikey did it. Mikey did it nice.
Sweet.
That's it.
That's it, Martin. It's finally gonna be leaving.
Finally done. Bryce is gonna do his thing. Make this thing like a butterfly.
Well, Martin, that's
Tyler,
it.
It's finally done.
Almost.
Finally done.
Like you said, some cosmetic
Yeah,
stuff.
we got
but-
some cosmetic, you know, we gotta make it look pretty. But yeah, Bryce is gonna do his thing. We're gonna redo the bumper, redo the headlights, give it a good detail and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a really cool project. Huge thanks to Greg for giving me the green light and just kind of letting me loose on this. You know, we did a lot of things different that you typically don't see on other Subaru STIs, like the ETS turbo kit with the AMS manifold. I want to say there's only 2 or 3 other STIs right now running this combo. There's not that many built like this. Few cool things, other than the fact that it literally looks like a stock STI from the outside.
It does.
This thing, we were able to keep the AC. So, yeah. This
Dude,
thing's
like
nice and
literally,
cool.
like, so when Bryce and I, when we were doing like the rollers and stuff, I was like, you know, if I saw the Subaru on the road, I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna take that thing like nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Nah.
literally from the back, like if it has the normal bumper on, you would have no idea, the power that this thing's
I
pushing.
mean, when we were doing the rollers, I don't know if you can see it in the video, like this. I mean, the front end was lifting and the front tires were just, and I'm like fighting to like keep it straight. Yeah, so next up, Greg wants to upgrade the drive shafts. We're gonna do carbon fiber one piece to the rear, and then we're gonna do some sticky tires.
Sweet.
But yeah, man, this project very long time coming, but the fuel system's fully custom. There's nothing stock about, or there's nothing you can go online and purchase that we did to this car,
Right.
pretty much, you know. Especially the fuel system.
Right.
Fuel system's a one-off. Yeah, no, I mean, just look at it.
I know. It's crazy. Like literally, like from the back, you would have no idea. No idea.
And
That this
honestly,
thing has 1,000 crank, 8. What was it? What was the final wheel?
So it has one. Yo, don't trip me out.
Come
on
on,
the 3,
come on,
okay?
all
It's
right.
1,003. Okay, at the crank. Just gotta get the 3 in there. It's 852 at the wheels. The cool thing, I think we talked about it on the other video, but in Intelligent, you have about 680, 700. In Sport, you have about 800. And Sport Sharp, it's the sauce.
Right. It's sweet that you can use like the stock,
Yeah.
modes with this.
On 93, the car did really great too. This is on 93 is where you can tell the head work is really there because it did 508 at 21 pounds. That was on a 93. So, I mean, even with like a E25, E30 blend, he'll be up over, 520 wheel.
Sweet.
And that's like a perfect day.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
The 850 is just a bonus.
exactly. The 850 is just, a little McLaren pulls up to you,
Yeah.
or a little Lambo thinking they're fast.
Yeah.
A little TTRS,
Yeah. Dust them.
So, a lot of late nights. Mikey did his thing. Even Bryce helped out. So, it was really good. Bryce came in too. We were working late nights on this thing. We all just wanted to make it right for Greg and
Right.
make sure that he has fun with it. I spoke to Greg last night. He's like, dude, he's just so excited.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
That's awesome.
He didn't know what to say. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. It's
Right.
Just thing's an animal.
It is.
Thing's an animal. But
Awesome.
if you need a 800 plus horsepower STI, let me know.
You know who to talk to.
Let me know. I know this guy Tyler. He'll hook you up.